Alright guys, so this guy, Unreal Insanity, joined us last night, and he's been throwing down some fairly sweet attacks against Hub on some fair challenges. So we're going to look through some of these. I just want to record them just so that we have them for reference. This guy is a Town Hall 10.5, Unreal is, and he appears to be specializing in this combo ground and air attack. So he's going in from the south here with, it looks like all of his heroes and a handful of bowlers in the hopes of taking out as many of these air defenses as he can, as well as the enemy queen. So he's able to penetrate quite deep into this base because it's an open layout in this core. But anyway, he's got 2 hounds and a gang of balloons that are just waiting once his kill squad here is done in the core. So here he goes in with his hounds and his balloons. Look how he kind of targets the balloons, just a few on each defense in a very, very efficient manner. So he's not spamming them, he's putting them down at individual defenses so that they're not clumping up. But instead they are pathing to the defenses on the exterior before moving in. And so he just demolishes this base, in part due to the open layout of that core. He was able to get so many of those air defenses down. So this is it. I don't even know if it looks like maybe one of his hounds popped, but that's it. There's 2 hounds alive and almost all of his balloons. He still has his warden and his queen running around. Anyway, he still has a jump spell that he didn't have to use as well. So great attack here. Let's see if I can find another one. I'll leave this up here so you guys can see the army composition for reference. Alright, let's see. I gotta back out of this. Here's another one. Again, very similar army. He's gonna create a bit of a funnel for his heroes with these baby dragons. That's all he's doing with them. They serve no purpose other than to funnel his troops. So there, his barbarians starting to beat on that wall. He does lose some wall breakers to splash damage from that mortar, which is obviously something that we got to watch out for when you're trying to break through walls. Is any splash damage is problematic. So he goes in, uses the warden ability once his king gets near that inferno tower. Got a rage for those bowlers. The bowlers take out the queen and 1 air defense. Looks like they took out the 2nd air defense on a bounce. Wow, that was an epic bounce. Alright, and now he's got his air raid. So he still has his warden and his queen, and he's starting the air raid. Look at that, surgically placing those balloons. I love it. I don't know where this guy came from, but this is an awesome guy if he actually stays with our clan. He just uses a bunch of hastes, and then he looked like he had 1 rage for his balloons, but a lot of hastes, just leading them on because they do so much damage by themselves anyway. But he still has his... Oh, there's the freeze on the last inferno tower, helping those balloons get along to take it out. He still has 1 hound that's alive. Looks like it's going to pop here any second. Hopefully before it... Yep, there we go. He still has actually 1 more hound left alive. He is just demolishing these bases. He has a bunch of balloons, 1 hound, and a queen still alive. And the rest is just cleanup. He didn't even have to use that jump spell on this one. So this army is apparently so universally good in his hands that he just doesn't even have to use all of his spells. So that's crazy. Anyway, I hope this is going to give you guys some idea of what to look for in terms of... Oh, is this the attack I just watched? This looks like the attack I just watched. Alright, well, It looks like all I have are 2 replays for him though. Anyway, so that was, and I'll show you guys his base. You can see that it's a Town Hall 10.5. Although I guess it's not even a 10.5. You don't even see infernos, so you might call this a 9.11, or as Gaz will call it, a bumblecunt, or a cockwomble. Anyway, so he also apparently has some versions of the enemy bases. So this was one of the enemy bases that we saw this war. This was number 14 this war, and I'm just going to go through this very quick so you can kind of see where some of the traps are. There's a Tesla farm up there by that Archer Tower at 12 o'clock, which was pretty potent. Anyway, this is a pretty cool design, although it does require you to have all of the other buildings aside from the Inferno Tower and the Eagle built. For example, it requires the additional Archer Towers and cannons, and I believe Whiz Towers that you get from being Town Hall 10 and Town Hall 9. Anyway, so that's it for now. I just wanted to highlight some of his videos, or some of his hits.